Like, I noosed it. I noosed it. When I say I noosed it, I noosed it. I knew they weren't going to be together. And I knew he was going to get her pregnant. And I knew he was going to leave her after that. Talking about something mutual. It wasn't nothing mutual about y'all breakup. You left. You was like, all right, I did what I had to do. I knew she was a good girl. If I would have left her while she was I know a nigga would have picked her up and she would have lived happily ever after like some Disney fairy tale. Halle should have never went out with DDG. I like, what were you thinking? Like, good girls liking bad guys is overrated. It's really overrated. I never liked a bad guy in my whole existence. And I was raised with a single mother. A thug ain't never been sexy to me. A gangster ain't never been sexy to me. I was the girl who literally liked it to be the preacher's wife. Preacher's Wife was my movie. I wanted to be Whitney Houston. You know, when Soul Food came out, everybody wanted to be Bird. Nobody wanted to be Terry, because what happened to Terry? Okay? Everybody know Faith that messed with her man. I wanted to be Maxine, the wife and the mother. I never wanted to be the whole girl. or the girl that got the thug guy. Thug men to me never were appeasing. I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. I wanted to be Felicia Rashad. I was the girl that's trying to be Bill Cosby wife. I never wanted to be, like, I never you know how what's that movie where they be like, I never, in our community, yeah, we grew up in the 90s. I don't know about anything after that, but in the 90s, it was more wholesome theater, right? Yeah, you had, Boys in the Hood and stuff like that, and you had those type of movies, but it was never like, we had Love Jones, we had loving movies where you saw actual love. So I never was attracted to a thug kind of guy. Actually, they were effeminate to me. I felt like any guy who can't control his temper, shooting all the time, he in gangs, I felt like he was a coward, truthfully. That's why I never found it. I feel like if you need a group of dudes to beat up one guy, you're a coward. I felt like if you needed a gun to fight a gun at a fist fight, you're a coward to me. I thought it was pussy type stuff. That's always been me growing up since I was a young girl. So I never really, thugs was never appeasing to me. So when they be like, oh, black girls like thug dudes, where? Not every we don't put me in no box. That's not how we all think. I've never been attracted. No man I've ever been with, dated, none. I only dated square men. I've never dated a guy who was ever a thug or none of that. That's corny to me. It just never appeased me. What good was it? The dudes I dated, the first dude I dated, he could fight, but he wasn't no thug. He just knew how to throw his hands, and he was fine. So I liked him. I was young. I was 14. Anyway, but that was it. He looked good. He was, attractive. He was older than me. He wasn't no thug. He didn't, you know what I mean? He was known because he was cool. He was a nice guy. I never liked it, thuggy type dudes. They just didn't appease me. I thought they were corny. It was tacky to see a man walking with his pants hanging down. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. I liked it, a guy who was a guy. Like, that's just it. That's the best way to put it. So when I don't understand this good girl, like, all good girls like, no, all good girls don't like bad guys. Sorry, but if a man treat me bad, I'ma think you hate me. My mama didn't teach me that stuff back in the day that some black mamas taught their girls. Oh, if he hits you, he like you. My mother said, if that boy hit you, hit him back. And if you can't beat him, pick something up and knock his damn head clean in. Okay? My mother taught me, get away from somebody that hit you. You don't be with somebody that hits you. That's what my mama taught me. She was like, my mother told me, stay in your school books. Do not worry about no boys. These boys just want to have sex with you, and that's it. And that's what my mama taught me. And that's what a lot of black mamas, especially in the 90s, taught their daughters. So that's first and foremost. Let's put that out there, because you know how they be putting these stigmas out there. Black mothers teach them. No, black mothers taught us, keep your ass in school and stop worrying about these boys. You got all the time in the world to get you a boyfriend. Just take several seats. That's and that's smart, because a lot of these girls, she could have taught you about being a girl more and what you gonna go through. They don't teach you that. Black mamas do not. Oh my God, you learn for yourself. Some black mamas may, my mama didn't. But anyway, she don't teach you what you're gonna go through as a girl when it comes to a relationship. That's what I mean. She don't teach you about that. She don't teach you how to handle liking guys and what you do when you like a guy. How does that go about, like all of that stuff, how to handle it. Black mamas don't teach it. She just say don't do it. She be like, I don't care, you sit down. You ain't grown. That's what they do. But I'm mad. Keke Palmer, Halle, I'm mad. I feel like y'all too beautiful, you talented, and you waste your life with losers. And then you become baby mom. They reduced you to a baby mama, baby. A baby, you so talented, girl. You got the role, not of a lifetime, but you got a decent role. You became with the girl, little redhead thing, Little Mermaid. You did so great, baby. Why you let this man turn? I would have knew. I knew it. And you know what? That's why I said I was like, let me make this video real quick. And I wanted to say this. Y'all girls don't understand. These men be complaining, talking about some of y'all women want to trap men. Some of y'all men want to trap girls too. And especially if she's a good girl. If you know she's a good girl, she's attractive, you be wanting to trap her too. And you think, okay, if I give her a baby, she not gonna live that happily ever after, because men gonna not look at her the same because she had a kid. Y'all better be watching. Y'all have discernment. Watch the men y'all be choosing to go out with, because some of these niggas just as bad as some of these women. They be looking at these girls talking about some, oh, she's trying to trap you and get your money. Some of these men try to trap you so that you be alone, caught up with just the baby and nobody else. So they could go and live their little fairy tale dream, being with the video hoe that she done been ran through by 80 billion people, but he wiped her up because she looked good on his arms, and now she trying to play house with him. I'm telling you. And so, but I will say, and I wanted to say this too. Nice girl. Who said this? Was it Chloe, her sister, who said nice girls finish last? And I'm gonna explain. The nice girls really do, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because men don't want nice women. They say that's talk. They do not want nice women. Because if they want nice women, they would treat a nice woman good. They dog nice women. I'm telling you, I've been a nice woman. They dog nice women. Who do they treat good? Bad women. Oh, and let me be specific about the bad woman. The bad woman, she got to be a hoe that they know will get even. A hoe she got to be a dirty woman. A hoe that man know can get any man she want. He gonna be the only loyal man. Now, you can't be no hoe with good woman tendencies. You gonna get played. That's why they see somebody like Cardi B and they be like, ooh, Cardi B. Now, I don't know if Cardi B was a hoe. She just was a stripper. I don't know if she's a prostitute. Excuse me. But she was a stripper. So, you know what I mean? So, she got the hoish look with good woman tendencies. You gonna get played. Because you not the type that can go get every man. You get what I mean? Specific men gonna like you because you're that type of woman. You got that kind of good quality. You're not gonna attract just, you know what I mean? So Halle, you a good girl. Of course he did that. But if you was one of them video hoes that was slobbing it down and swallowing everything that came to, baby, he would be on his best behavior. Because he know that if it ain't him, it'll be somebody else. They don't like good women. They say that. That's cute. That sounds nice. But when you get a good girl, she boring. She don't bring excitement to the relationship because you boring. Any man that need a bad woman, you boring. I said this about women. If a woman need a bad man, a man that don't treat her good, you boring. You have not worked on your personality enough, and so the excitement comes, the thrill that you need is to be arguing and complaining all the time because you have not worked or developed your personality enough to be enough for that person, for them to enjoy you. So you go ahead and chase after something no good to keep yourself entertained or keep that man entertained. I'm telling you now, anybody that wants something bad in their life, boring. Point blank, period. I digress. All I'm doing is telling y'all, I'm just putting y'all up on some little tea on here because I feel for women like Halle. I'm not saying she's the most best girl in the world, but you could tell that she's wholesome and decent enough right? She definitely got a wholesome to her. I'm not saying, oh, she could cuss and do little things. Even that is, she her, but you could tell that there's a wholesomeness about Halle, right? You could tell there's a wholesomeness about Chloe. That's why there are women who got to be have more discernment when choosing a spouse. Like Chloe, and I wanted to say this too. I don't know these people for real like this. I'm just judging based off what I see. So please, it's in my own opinion. Don't be offended. You know what I mean? In my own opinion, Halle made the decision she made with her spouse because she got the people she date because she rests on pretty. People gave Halle, they compared Halle and Chloe to each other, and Halle always came up the one that was pretty. So she made her decisions on dating based off that. Where Chloe, on the other hand, who's a beautiful girl, equally, but Chloe was not given it. Chloe was not given, in my opinion, she was not given the pretty girl badge, where she's pretty, but she wasn't given the badge of being, because they always compared her to her sister, and they always felt like her sister was prettier than her, in my opinion. And so Chloe did not get that. Chloe just, her body nice, right? Her face is pretty, but that's what Chloe rested on, her body, because she felt like people weren't giving her face. Y'all get what I mean? And so I felt like it made Chloe insecure. And as a result, Chloe insecurity didn't make her dumb, no. Chloe insecurity made her be like, all right, well, I don't want to feel bad about myself. She on that love myself kick. So she's going to get with a man that truly loves her through the grace of God himself, may she. You know what I mean? Get with a man that actually loves her. And because I feel like if you deal with any type of insecurity as a woman, as a man even, and you get with somebody that you know do not love you, it only makes the situation worse. And so I feel like Chloe is not silly enough to let anybody publicize to her she should just go out with any old body. Go get y'all a Russell Wilson, or I don't know how he is either. Go get y'all a God-fearing man. And I love what this dude said to K. Michelle. The women, like in Hollywood, y'all women are able to get into a pool of men that no other women can get into. Y'all able to find y'all in a pool of wealthy, successful men, some good, some bad. Why do y'all never choose the good ones? I never get that. If I was in Hollywood, baby, and I could decide, and I'm in a pool full of guys where they're ones that they are all wealthy, and one is good and one is bad, and I could clearly see ocular proof that one is good and one is bad, I'm choosing a good guy every single time. Like, I just do not understand. I don't understand how y'all choose the niggas y'all choose. Keke Palmer choose the bum. Like, was it desperation that made you choose? Like, what make you choose some of these men? I know how a woman that's regular like me choose a not so great guy, but you? I mean, I guess everybody's everybody, but I'm just saying, because the pool of men y'all have access to, think about it. You got the ability, come on, have discernment. Some of these men, it's written on their face they no good. It's written on their face. It's obvious. And the one thing I'll say, one thing for certain, two things for true, you see DDG coming. You see him coming. I got records, okay? I don't know one song DDG made. And somebody tell me who this boy is. Because right now, only thing I think he is I heard that he have records. Baby, I ain't never hear none. I'm old in the game. I don't want to hear none. Music today is trash. I digress. That's another topic. But I'm just saying, I got records. I don't care to hear none of his. And I mean, like, come on. Why did you let this man reduce you to a baby mama? And that's why I say some of these men out here trapping girls, and especially a good girl, because he knows that you being a good girl and you're pretty like that, you have the ability to live happily ever after. Like, on some real, you have the ability to pull a decent man and live a decent life. Why would you, baby? And now all I'm thinking is, Kendra, you got to hurry up and get this weight off. Because, baby, I mean, you know, because money and good looks is overrated. And now let me explain. I was just saying that I made a video previously, but I was like, money and good looks is overrated. And let me explain why. Because if he has nothing else, he's not a good dude. What good is his money? You know what I mean? Okay, you look good, you got money, but your attitude nasty. You don't love nobody. You're not monogamous. You have no loyalty. You hurt those that love you. What good are you? Like you're about as good as buying a Louis Vuitton bag that you never wear and you put at the back of the, you put at the top of your closet, but you never wear it. You might as well go ahead, take that bag and get your money back. It's a waste. A good looking man that got money but he ain't got nothing. He has no depth, no personality. He don't know God. He don't nothing. It's no good. It's pointless. Like that's why I gotta be able to. That man got to love me. We got to be able to talk, communicate. He got to know God. We got to be able to intercess together. We got to talk. I love a good God-fearing man. I ain't never been attracted to anything else. I've been attracted to silly men before, but I didn't know no better. You know what I mean? But as I got older, I'm like, I'm not with this. I ain't with the ish. No, who got time? Life's too short to be with somebody you ain't happy with. Life's too short. That's why when they broke up, I was like, good riddance. Good riddance. She could do better anyway. He think that baby gonna hold her back. He don't know that all she got to do is find a man in the industry who take care of his kids and they can become the Brady Bunch. Because I feel like all women who got kids should always date men who got kids. I don't know why women don't, but I feel like date you a man that got... Now, if you can find you a man that don't got kids and he want to marry you, by all means, don't turn nothing down but your collar. Right? But if you a woman and you got kids and you see a man that take care of his kids, got kids, y'all get together and kumbaya and bendage tie and Brady Bunch it up. Do y'all. You know what I mean? But I don't see the appeal of men who are nasty. Men be like, oh, women like bad boys. Nobody does. The women that like bad boys got mental illness. I'm gonna be honest. You like that type, somebody abused you, whether it's physically, sexually, mentally, you are abused. Because and do not blame it on no single mother, because I was raised with a single mother and I never liked a thug or a bad dude a day in my life. It just ain't. They just ain't never did nothing for me. Okay, if you a bad dude, you got a nasty attitude, I don't find that attractive. What's wrong with you? You wake up on the wrong side of the bed, go back to sleep and wake up and roll on the other side and come again, with a new attitude. I don't do well with somebody that got a nasty attitude. I got my own attitude that's not always nice. What I look like, you know what I mean? Being attracted to a man. I want a man I can talk to. We got to be some type of best friend. I can't have, but anyway, I digress. Anyway, y'all, this is Kendra with Trust TV. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Stay up, stay blessed, put God first above all else. Peace out. Bye.